All right, so first of all, I want to say, we'll start off here. I walked into a bar, I've been in a million times before, with girlfriends. And if I walk in for a second, then I go to the bathroom. And while I'm kind of half paying attention, and I walk in, and I can see these high heels. And I'm definitely in the men's bathroom. And I'm kind of like, all right. I pick my head up, and I can see from over the top of the stall, a head with this bob haircut, earrings, makeup. Two things about that. First of all, I feel like, like a certain lack of commitment to character at that point. Why not just go ahead and sit down? Like, it's all right. The other thing is, if you want to go ahead and you want to put on a dress and do all those things, dance around, you absolutely should. This is America. You should absolutely do it. But I just, I just realized. So anyway, we start over. So this is America. This is the United States of America. People have actually died and fought for you to be able to actually do that. And you should be able to take that seriously. But anyway, but the thing about men dressed like women is they're just so tall. And when I'm sitting there trying to wash my hands and come out and it's looking up and I'm like, hey. And he wants to go ahead and can I get the soap? I'm like, yeah, sure, you can definitely get the soap. And so I go to the rest of into the bar and there's it's a ton of men dressed like women. There's like 50 of them there. Now I want to say, I'm from northeastern Pennsylvania. We don't have these types of things. I'm just trying to get used to it, and I have no problem with it whatsoever. I used to have a friend girlfriend, and this is girlfriend number 2 in this story. She had a lot of friends who were gay, and she said to go to Woody's. Absolutely, I had no problem doing that. So, but before I went, I wanted to make sure not to dress like too sexy, because I don't want to go in and have them jumping all over me and trying to buy me drinks and doing all this other stuff. And what I noticed is, when I walk in, none of them care. They absolutely don't care, and they're actively, I think actively a little angry when I'm walking in. And so we go back to this original bar with my other girlfriend. As I'm shooting darts and I'm playing pool with them, I noticed that the way that they interact with each other, because there's about 50 women there as well. And I realized that they're intimate and that they know each other well. And not just like intimate and I fucked you and I hate you. No, they're like really like each other. And I realized that these women are married to these men that are dressed like women. And that's what the support group is for. And as I'm looking at them, I'm like inspired by this. Just the way that they are. And that was in contrast to the girl that I was with, by the way, but she was just all right. And I was inspired by this, and not inspired to wear a dress. I put a dress on once, like as a joke with another different girlfriend, that's 3. And I put it on as a joke, and I come out, I'm trying to be all cute, and she looks at me, she's like, take it off. She's, take it off, you give me nightmares. Except she didn't say nightmares, she said night terrors. So, implying that the idea of me in a dress, she'll be shaking and crying and screaming and just that horrified of it. And 3 days later, I broke up with her. Now, I'm not saying that was the main reason, but she could have lied to me. She could have lied to me a little bit about it. Maybe you shave your legs, maybe you do those types of things, it'll look better. But, and I also wasn't inspired to, become gay, because I'm not, but I'm also not blonde. I was inspired that these women found these men to go shopping with, or to paint their toenails, or watch Chelsea Handler, or any of those things. And it was just inspirational from that aspect. A couple years ago, I saw a movie. It was with Mork from Mork and Mindy, Ally McBeal, Gene Hackman, and the guy who wins all the Tonys. And in that film, and I love that movie. In this movie, Ally McBeal wants to get married to this guy who's on Will and Grace once. And his father, Gene Hackman, they were afraid to tell him. They're afraid to tell him because they're afraid he's going to be upset about it. But then, in the end, Gene Hackman is wearing a dress and dancing with a guy who does all his voices for The Simpsons. And I think there's something to be said in that. Yeah.